What's up, everybody? This is the Microphone Joes, and with me, as always, is Atomic, CJC, and I'm No Rev. Today's episode is, well, reboots.
It's Hollywood's favorite thing to do.
Reboots!
We're rebooting the entire
We
show.
are rebooting the show.
That's
so starting
right.
right now, you have no idea who we are or what the fuck we're all about. We're talking about almonds.
All right. Okay. All right. So we decided to do a list of the best and worst movie reboots. You guys also did TV shows. You had
I did a
said
few.
before.
Yeah,
games.
I did TV shows, movies, and games.
I did games.
Any cash grab that anybody would
You
want.
guys did movies and games that deserve sequels, right?
No.
I did. I had a couple where I thought needed sequels or a reboot, but...
And I'll just wing the crap out of it.
All
like
right.
I always do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wild card.
Why don't you set us up then, Rip?
Well, I guess we should we go bad first? I think we
Why
should
don't
go
we
bad first.
Yeah, let's just pick one and talk about it.
That's usually the first thing I do in a video game.
Yeah,
So
the bad?
I go bad almost immediately.
Well, alright. Well, one of the worst reboots that I've ever experienced is Amazing Spider-Man.
That was on my list.
Yeah.
That shit was bad.
Both of them, honestly. The first and the second one.
It got worse when the second one came out, but to me it was mostly that I thought they really fucked up when it came to Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker.
So
Yeah.
this is where I'm at. I don't disagree. I think that he was a kind of meh.
He was good
Peter
as
Parker.
Spider-Man, I thought.
But yeah, I think that they nailed like the parkour and shit. Because like he was a lot more agile, I felt like, than Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah, he
like,
was.
He was like flipping around and doing all kinds of crazy shit, and that's Spider-Man.
That, and then another thing that they did well with that movie is when he was Spider-Man, they made a point to put more quips and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like, because
that's what I
that's
said. He was a good Spider-Man.
one of Spider-Man's MOs is he's always like, right on it with the jokes and stuff like
Tobey
that.
Maguire was a really good Peter Parker, and Andrew Garfield was a really good Spider-Man. They should have just, when there was no suit, had Tobey Maguire being Peter Parker and then Andrew Garfield the suit. But the other thing too is, did anybody else coming out of those movies feel like they had to purchase Sony equipment?
Oh, because there were just so many.
Oh
plugs.
my god,
Yeah.
so many. Everything was
Yeah.
Sony. Oh,
It was
They're trying to
terrible.
make money back.
blatant though.
We talked about it before. How they're
Like a
franchises
cell
are
phone
taking-
was a Sony.
the laptop, camera,
Yeah, all
It was
that.
Everything was Sony. And I'm surprised there wasn't a car driving around that had a Sony logo on the front of it.
Uncle Sony died.
Uncle Sony.
With great power comes great Sony. Yeah,
Oh, just call him Sony, man.
that's right.
Sony man.
Okay,
Sony man.
keep going, Riff.
X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I believe that. I
Not
can
the
see that.
fa-
is First Class? So see, I have unsure movies on my list, and I considered Days of Future Past a reboot because it reset the timeline. I felt like First Class kind of was trying to be the beginning of the timeline that was already established. So is it really a reboot?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, well, we had talked about this before we started, where
It's really
there's
murky.
some movies that kind of blur the line. They're kind of half reboot, half part of the continuity.
I liked First
But
Class.
is there really continuity in the X-Men universe?
Yeah,
They
they
retconned it,
kind
though.
of said fuck it.
Well, yeah. at some
Well,
point
if they
just like, yeah,
if
fuck
they
it, but-
retconned it, then that should be considered a reboot, then, right?
yeah, kind of.
I
But-
liked First Class though.
Well, I just did not like the continuity, the story, and just how long it was.
I think they need to do.
The characters
a
were
softer
good.
Reboot.
I think they need to give X-Men a break for a little while.
Well, that
Yeah.
or like we had talked about before, is Fox can establish almost its own pocket shared universe, but do singular characters and then bring them together as the X-Men.
Yeah, because Logan was fantastic.
Yeah, Logan was probably the best X-Men movie I had ever seen.
Oh,
And it hardly even
For me-
involved any of the other X-Men.
hands
Exactly.
down, for me, it was the best X-Men movie I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It was great. It was
Well,
great.
Daredevil.
Well,
Or not Daredevil, Deadpool.
He's not really an X-Man.
He kind of, not
he,
in the
he falls in
movie.
and out of but he never was.
He's still
Well,
technically
they're-
a mutant, though.
I
I
don't even know
thought-
if they're going to bring those together, though.
I
think they're gonna
thought
keep them
Logan
for a
was
while.
better than Deadpool.
Oh yeah, but
Well, yeah.
in their own
Not-
perspectives.
Deadpool is like a 9.9 if Logan's a 10, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Logan was a different animal. So
Okay, we'll keep going. What else you got?
I actually have the 007 Quantum of Solace because I like the James Bond movies.
I
But-
didn't watch any. That's the second Daniel Craig one, right? Or is it?
I think it's the third.
I didn't like Daniel Craig as Bond, so I never watched
Didn't
after.
he sign on for like 3 more now?
No, one.
One more, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the good side, I have Casino Royale because I did like that.
I didn't like Casino Royale.
I honestly, I have only ever watched one of the Pierce Brosnan ones, the one with Halle Berry.
I never really liked James Bond, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a big James
not
Bond
a big
guy.
James Bond. My father is, but I'm
Well,
not.
that's what it is. But okay, keep going.
All right, my next one, I'm gonna say Suicide Squad. It wasn't technically a reboot, but they rebooted the Joker, so that's why I'm throwing that
That's a
in
hard
there.
act to follow, man.
That's what I'm saying, but he did not really do as great, and he didn't have screen
Is it really
time.
his fault, though? I mean, they cut so much of him out of that
Right,
movie.
but from just what we've seen, I'm giving it a bad rating.
Well, hold on to your pants for a little while. They just announced they're going to do a
2 more Joker movies.
It's a Joker and Harley Quinn movie.
Joker and Harley Quinn, and then so DC, Warner Brothers continues to make decisions I don't understand. They're going to do that one. That's in the continuity of the DCEU, but they're also doing a Joker origin story that is not part of the DCEU.
Wasn't there some speculation that the newest Batman movie was?
Yeah, it's not. It's not part of it. It's going to be a different Batman altogether.
Well, no, because I thought they just clarified and it was.
No, maybe I read the other day.
Initially, they said it wasn't, and then the director came out and said, "No, it is." And
I had read the opposite. But
we don't even know if Ben Affleck is going to star yet.
Who knows what they're doing? Is it even Batman anymore?
Is there even any kind of continuity in it?
There's piss poor planning behind the scenes. I think they need to sit down, and they don't have what Disney and Marvel has, which is everything's been planned out. Even with Phase 4 right now, where they're probably still sketching things out, they're planning ahead movies, so they're not tripping over themselves, because they go across multiple directors. And I think that Warner Brothers is just handing it to directors and do whatever the fuck you want, and we'll try to make it mesh later. I don't know. I could be wrong, but...
Alright, so this one's actually a twofer.
Okay.
I got Superman Returns and Man of Steel.
Yeah, they both sucked.
I've never seen a Superman movie that I've liked.
Well, there hasn't been a good one.
I mean, I guess for its time, the first one was good, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like any of
them.
it.
The only good Superman was the cartoon.
I guess I'm not a big fan of the character in general.
I'm not either. I don't like...
He's antiquated. Like, the tights and the cape and everything, like, it's not very new age.
I feel like Superman is a character that is kind of like along the same lines as Mr. Fantastic and the Fantastic Four. You know,
out of time.
Yeah, with the time that, or in the modern day, it's really difficult to pull off a good version.
Well, we don't. I mean, modern day audiences don't want an invincible, perfect superhero.
Yeah.
If the way like Spider-Man's popularity is anything, we want vulnerable superheroes.
Something that's relatable.
Deal with our own problems. Superman doesn't deal with human problems.
Well, I feel like DC is even kind of coming around to the same conclusion. It's been a while since I checked in, but the last that I had heard, they like changed Superman's power set. Like, he has like some kind of solar flare power.
It's called
other powers for,
it's called supernova. Basically, he releases a giant like
burst of energy. It's like a nuclear warhead.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's basically a human for the next like 2 hours or something like that.
I heard he couldn't fly. He had like the jump, kind of like Jessica Jones jumping ability.
Yeah, they took away his flight for a while.
I heard that, but I thought they reset their universe again, and he was back to.
I don't know
who can keep track of this.
All comic book universes are just ridiculous with the resets, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they market it as alternate dimensions. Anyways.
Yeah, you couldn't see the look on my face.
Anything else for movies?
Yeah, Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Michael Bay strikes again.
I guess I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well.
And I had Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Holy cow! Anything to do with Michael Bay, just bad.
Well, it was one of our podcasts what we call about depressing explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Do we have anything to say about that?
Next on the list for movies, Terminator and the Prometheus.
You talking about Terminator Genesis?
Basically, any of the newer Terminator movies.
Well,
besides
Terminator
for
Genesis
the first
is
two.
a definite reset of the timeline.
They're all crap in my opinion.
Yeah, but we're talking about reboots, so you have to pick one specifically that reboots.
All right,
it.
Terminator Genesis.
They've rebooted Terminator a few times now. Because
No,
Terminator
the other
3
one
was kind of like a soft reboot, wasn't it?
They all tried to fit them.
And...
They all tried to fit them into the same. So Terminator 2, when it ended, it pushed back the apocalypse. They thought it got rid of it, but it pushed it back to whenever Terminator 3 happened. And now Terminator Genesis is like really? the phone again?
Apparently. Go ahead.
The Terminator Genesis is basically a reboot because they go back and change everything. The way the Skynet is not a military application and stuff like that.
Keep going.
So.
Yeah, but that's why I threw that in there.
And what was the one you said after Terminator?
Prometheus.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was bad.
And then the sequel to Prometheus.
The problem with Prometheus and Alien Covenant is not the movies themselves. The characters are just idiots.
So I never saw Prometheus. Does it even touch on aliens at all?
It like tries to. It definitely tries to retcon what they are and who like the space jockey is and stuff like that, and give them a backstory. But just the characters are so fucking stupid, man.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be scientists and engineers and stuff like that, and the one guy lets this obviously threatening snake alien thing just kill him.
Yeah, and then the one... Well, this might be the second one of the prequel trilogy. Yeah, they take their helmets off.
This unknown planet, they just take their helmets off.
And then you have this obvious murderous robot, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You can look over the egg.
Put your face right into this egg that looks like a vagina."
And then all of a sudden...
no, we're going to get off topic.
No, but basically the point is the movies had potential, but the characters are so dumb to push the plot along, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you have for movies? Or
I actually have two more.
Okay.
Any Dr. Seuss movie.
Okay.
And then, not the newest Planet of the Apes, but the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Tim Burton did it? Yeah, Tim Burton. Yeah, that was creepy because he had fell in love with the ape or whatever.
Yeah,
I put creepy. Rise of the Planet on the Apes.
Well, because I have the newer ones.
You just don't like because Franco's in it.
That's part of it.
Because I actually have the newer ones in for the good my good category.
Okay, even though they're in the good category, we can both agree that Franco was the weak point of that movie.
I don't remember. See, okay, so I just
had like a red hatred.
We've had this conversation off mic before, so it wasn't important then. But I don't like any movie where something else is basically the hero over humanity. I hate Planet of the Apes because the apes are like the quote unquote good, the newer ones, are the quote unquote good guys because humanity's evil.
Avatar.
I hate Avatar because let's be honest, if we went to another planet with other species, we would. Why would they be the good guys? We would rape the shit out of their planet, take everything we need, and say, fuck them. They're not humans. Why would we treat them... Why would they be the good guys? Why would you craft this story where humanity is... I mean, Avatar, the humans are blatantly evil in the way that movie's set up.
Yeah.
Other than the cripple who becomes a blue monkey, too.
Okay.
By the way, Avatar is horse porn because they all fuck their horses. I don't know if you know that.
Well, not just horse, but plants and everything else too.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers. These are all movies that you hate as well. That basically humanity's kind of, not the enemy, but something else is like.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a little more sense because it's always that.
Does it make sense?
It's always humanity as a whole is the bad guy that I don't like. I don't care if the villain is human and the heroes are something else. It's when humanity as a whole is lumped into this villain category that I don't like.
Like Pocahontas.
If we ever ran across another species that had the potential to give us resources or technology to make mankind as a whole better, that would be the only thing that could unite us. Because then it would be, oh, fuck them, we're humankind, they're not. That would be it. Because right now we all hate each other for our different skin colors and religions and shit. They're totally different. We can hate them together. Hatred binds the world together.
I don't disagree on hatred binds the world together, but I don't know.
You got me off on a rant there.
Yeah, we'll say it a little far out there.
All right. Can I do my bad list?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to start with the reboot that I hate the most. Godzilla 1998.
Oh,
Did you ever watch this one, Adam?
Agreed.
Okay,
what the hell is his name? Ferris Bueller?
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah,
I love Godzilla. I grew up on Godzilla.
Yeah, me too.
I love that campy shit. That movie is so bad.
Did you dislike it because it ruined Godzilla?
They changed him completely.
Yeah.
What about just by itself, though?
So if this movie wasn't called Godzilla, it would be decent. I wouldn't hate it, but also
I kind of liked it.
If it wasn't called Godzilla, and even the Japanese, they don't refer to that creature as Godzilla; they call him Zilla, the Zilla monster. And they even have in one of their movies where the real Godzilla kills him, and it's the fastest fight in all Godzilla movies. It takes like 5 seconds. He kills him in like 5 seconds. But I can't explain what I hate. It's because it's Godzilla, because of Matthew Broderick, because it's so dumb. It's stupid.
Not to mention, too, they changed a lot of the powers of Godzilla.
He doesn't even have fire breath. They cleverly disguise in the trailers that he can spit fire, but it's really just him bad breathing into a leaking gas pipe. And,
yeah, basically. And then exploding a bunch of cars and
shit.
shit.
The CGI, they tried way too hard with the CGI in 1998. It's ugly.
Then what the hell where with the Godzilla laid a bunch of eggs in Madison Square Garden?
See, now that's the best part of the whole movie, though, is when they're stuck in the Madison Square Garden and they're trying to escape these little monsters that are trying to eat them. That is the best part of the whole movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's whenever big Godzilla's on screen that I don't enjoy it because it looks ugly.
But since when does Godzilla lay eggs?
I mean, he had the son, but never really explained where he came from. Remember,
Son of Godzilla.
Yeah, Manila or whatever the fuck his name was, the little ugly thing. But I hate that movie. Oh, with a burning passion. Like I said,
strange series.
If it wasn't called Godzilla, it would be a middling to decent monster film.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but I thought it was okay. But I've never watched any of the other Godzilla movies.
No, wow.
So I don't really have any.
I can no longer speak to you.
I own so many of them. I love Godzilla. I love Godzilla.
We grew up on Godzilla.
All right, so my next terrible reboot is Fan Four Stick, the 2014 Fantastic Four movie.
Oh,
yeah,
basically all of them.
I don't know. I don't even like the originals, man.
No, it's not good. But I mean,
this
when
one's
you
even
compare
worse.
them, you can sit through Fantastic Four. You cannot sit through Fan Four Stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bad. I mean,
yeah, it's so terrible,
and
like
the false advertising.
Yeah,
into
because
it,
they gave us so many like action scenes in that, and then they were
never
never even
happen.
Yeah,
Oh.
like the most you got out of because one of the bigger selling points when it was first coming out was the thing was fighting tanks and everything else, and but when the actual movie came out, the only thing that you got of that was
it was like that happening on a little screen they were
yeah,
watching.
and
Yeah,
even
you
still,
didn't
it was like
see
a
it.
2-second clip.
That movie, though,
Literally, you got to see as much as the thing punching a tank.
Boring they knew the movie was, as they showed you clips of another movie.
Yeah, basically.
In the trailer.
Yeah.
As much as I hate that movie, I'm going to say it gave me some sadistic pleasure that summer watching how bad it did at the box office.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit. When a movie just does terribly, it makes me laugh.
Okay.
And then
what else you got?
Because No Rev ran through a lot of the ones that I have, I only have one more. Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny, and I think it had potential to be funny, but the director, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He has never done anything good. I don't think he's a human. I think he's like a little alien bug piloting a human body.
Directed the first Ghostbusters?
I don't know.
No, it was the guy. Damn it, I forget his name, which unfortunately passed away. He was the sciencey one in the original Ghostbusters. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he directed it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
pretty
you
sure.
mean the Igor-looking guy?
He passed away, man. He's respected. I thought it was Henry something.
I don't know. I mean, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for saying, because anytime you talk about Ghostbusters, you're either a sexist or you're a feminist. But that movie was bad. That movie was terrible.
We already talked about what we're going to do next episode, so at this point,
Yeah, but
caution to the wind.
It didn't matter that the cast was all women. It was just a bad movie.
I didn't watch it, so are you looking it up there?
You can try and find out who directed the first one.
Yeah.
I wanted Henry Cavill.
No, that's
Superman.
No, I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know
hang
that.
on. He's got it. It is keep going. Director.
Ivan Reitman.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that the guy that
Click on his
played
name
the
there.
sciencey guy?
Bear with us as we Google things.
No, it's not the same
It's
guy.
not really. I thought he. Okay.
He directed National Lampoon, Animal House.
The sciencey guy did.
No, that Ivan Reitman.
Okay.
He's still alive according to IMDb.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but the guy that played I keep feeling like shit because I call him the sciencey guy.
I don't know what his name is.
He passed away, but he, I don't know. I don't want to keep butchering it because
That's my bad list.
Okay.
So if you want to take over, Adamic.
Okay, Hook. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
I did. Yeah.
It was truly fucking terrible. The worst part about that movie is the guy that was supposed to be Captain Hook before he went bad.
Oh
He was
yeah,
good.
he had like.
He was just a bad actor.
Yeah.
He was just really terrible. I was like, what the fuck,
I
man?
think he was British, and he put on like this really bad English American accent, didn't he? I feel like the way he talked sounded fake.
I mean, I thought the special effects were cool. It was just he was the worst part about that movie. I'm pretty sure that he was the reason, because Hugh Jackman was in it as the villain, as like a different pirate.
Yeah, he ran. I was gonna say Hugh Jackman was in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's the reason that Hugh Jackman was like, "What if we just killed Logan? I don't want to do movies anymore." That was it.
That, and then I pretty much dislike anything that Robin Williams is in.
What?
Wow,
Yeah.
Man!
wow, that is crazy.
And
I can't talk to you anymore. I fucking love Robin Williams. Wow.
Wait, was Robin Williams in Hook?
Yeah, he was supposedly the
No,
older
that was
Peter
like
Pan.
he wasn't in
no.
Hook.
You're thinking of Peter Pan, where it's a different Peter Pan movie.
Yeah.
He's
Are you
older.
sure?
Yeah, Hook is like an origin story for Captain Hook, if you will, right?
Let me check. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that the one that I'm talking about is the one. With
Yeah,
Hugh
he's a
Jackman.
kid. Is Peter Pan even in it? I can't. Yeah, because they're friends to
No,
start with.
Robin Williams is definitely in
No,
this
you're
one.
right. Shit. Okay, so it wasn't.
You're thinking
Hook.
of a different one.
I'm thinking of a different one then. It was a different Peter Pan movie, but it was supposed to be
Yeah.
like of a reboot of it. I liked Hook with Robin Williams.
I never watched
Personally.
Hook.
I thought
I watched it and I wasn't a
I
big
can't
fan.
think of what the name of that movie is. I thought it was Hook.
I thought it was too.
Huh. Well, we don't know what it's called. so-
Yeah, I was the only one knowing what he was talking
Fucking
about.
all over the board.
All right,
today.
let's move on.
Okay. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, how did I forget about that one?
It was just
Oh.
creepy.
Why would you
Creepy.
do that? Yeah, well, Gene Wilder, I thought fucking nailed it. And the first, and Willy Wonka.
That's because Hollywood will reboot anything they think can make them a penny.
I don't know. I feel like Tim Burton's career in general is just kind of spiraling.
Yeah.
Like he peaked, man. Like the Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride was okay. Like, it was
I don't
decent,
like.
but
I don't think I only like Batman. It's the only movie he's ever
Yeah,
made.
Batman was
I don't.
good,
I
but-
hate. Maybe I hate it because of all the gothy fat bitches that wear all the shit now. But I really hate Nightmare Before Christmas.
I like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
bad.
don't like.
I mean,
I don't like those stop mode like James and the Giant Peach. Those kind of movies. I've never been into those.
They'll teach their own.
They're creepy.
Like I said, I think his career is just going. I don't fucking know.
Well,
'Cause the next on my
everything's-
list is Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Oh,
that's a good one too. Or Alice Through the Looking Glass.
that
Yeah,
was the
either
sequel,
or.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a sequel to that. And technically, this is where we're blurring the lines because these were supposed to fit in the continuity because Alice in Wonderland took place after the events of Alice in Wonderland.
If that makes any sense, a sequel with the exact same name.
Oh, it was Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland or some shit.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know. I thought Johnny Depp was okay as the Mad Hatter, but the rest of the movie was just garbage. Conan the Barbarian with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, because I like the
I
original
never
one.
watched
I like the original, too.
the new one. Never seen it.
I thought it was just bad. Like they just tried to make it like more mainstream.
Jason Momoa, he's the guy playing Aquaman, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. I didn't.
That was when he was scrawnier, not as fucking ripped.
I didn't know he was even in that. Never watched it.
Yep, it wasn't good. You didn't miss anything. The Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
how did I even forget about that?
I think they swing and a miss in all the Hulk so far until Ruffalo took over. And the only reason that Ruffalo has done so well is because they push his character to the side so much.
Yeah.
I don't think he can stand alone as a franchise.
No,
No.
not anymore.
Well, it's like Superman. He's too
Yeah,
overpowered.
he's too overpowered.
Yeah.
You can't. It's hard to.
And I'm a
write for
huge
that.
fan of the Hulk. I fucking love the Hulk, dude. But
Well, I
yeah,
like
I
the Hulk,
agree.
too, but
It's hard to write for a character that has no real weakness.
yeah,
Exactly.
his. I mean,
You play too
pretty
much
much
into the drama, the human aspect.
Yeah, pretty much his only power is smash. Really.
Yeah, pretty much. And the last one, and this one, I don't know how many people actually watch to view this thing, but this one I might get hate mail about. The Jungle Book. Didn't like it.
The
The new one,
CGI one.
live action one.
See, okay, so
Didn't care.
I didn't actually watch
the
it.
story was, I don't know. I guess it's the same story, but I thought as a technical achievement, it was really
Oh
good.
yeah, that was amazing. I even thought that Bill Murray was okay as Baloo.
He actually was trying for the
Yeah.
first time in years.
Exactly. But other than that, I just felt like it was kind of garbage. And they're making a sequel to that too.
Are they?
Yeah, and it makes me concerned about The Lion King because I'm excited about the live action Lion King.
See, I always looked at Jungle Book as like a test to, number one, see if audiences would respond to it and see if they could pull off a fully animal CGI movie like that and make it, because it did look really good.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was like a test. That's how I walked away from it. Like it wasn't really to be anything special, just almost a equipment test, I guess, if you will.
All right, moving right along. I'll start with the best movie reboots.
Well, before we get into that, I have a couple more for games for bad.
I figured we'd finish up movies and then we go into games.
Oh, okay. I didn't organize it like that.
I didn't organize it. I don't have any bad game reboots. I couldn't come up with many game reboots. Period.
There's not a whole hell of a lot of them. But okay. Best movie reboots: Dawn of the Dead. I like Dawn of the Dead quite a bit.
Never watched the new one.
Yep. I just love those movies. Period.
Yeah. I mean, some people will argue because like George A. Romero his zombie movies always been like very campy, kind of like Godzilla style.
By the way, rest in peace, George A. Romero.
Yeah, rest in peace. But I thought that they did well in the reboot Dawn of the Dead, where it takes place in the mall.
Yeah,
there's like the zombies that can run and shit.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
Like World War Z zombies.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I never watched it, so can't.
Daredevil, even though that's technically not.
No, I have
movie,
I have that on my list.
The reboot of the character itself was excellent.
The Netflix series is really excellent.
This is probably on your guys' list as well. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yep, on my list.
Yep, I thought that was a good one. Bedazzled. You guys
what?
Nope.
Bedazzled?
Nope.
You guys ever watch that? It's actually really good. I want to say Brendan Fraser, guy that played.
Okay.
He
I know.
sells his soul to the
yeah.
devil
Okay.
Oh yeah. So which one is the reboot?
That's
that one. The Brendan Fraser one.
What was the original?
It's like a
one?
60s
It was in like
movie.
1940s or 60s.
I know what you're talking about now. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but I remember
It's one of my
enjoying
favorite movies of all time.
I might have to go back and rewatch that. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, because the chick that played the devil there, I just remember she was super sexy.
Yeah,
she's really gorgeous. I forget her name.
The way the shit he gets into with his wishes. I wish she'd fall in love with me. He becomes
Colombian drug dealer.
That's so creative.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Robin Hood Men in Tights. I thought that was a good one. You guys watch that?
I've heard that's good. I've never watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either.
I like Mel Brooks.
Can I sidebar for a second?
Go ahead.
What happened to Brandon Fraser?
I don't know.
He just fell off the face of the earth.
Oh yeah.
I think it was after Monkey Bone.
What came first, The Mummy or Monkey Bone? I liked Monkey Bone.
I think Monkey Bone came first and then The Mummy.
Oh, I visibly shivered there.
What, Monkey Bone?
Monkey Bone was very disturbing, but I liked it as a movie.
That was the point. It was one of those weird, out of left field, almost had like a Tim Burton-esque vibe.
Yeah, but thank God it was not Tim Burton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good on Monkey Bone. Didn't like Monkey Bone.
We'll
never
have a
thought I
conversation
would.
later. I feel like you've got a lot of hate in your heart on this one.
No, I don't. I
appropriate
honestly don't have any hate for it.
That's how much hate he has, is that he is at a loss of words.
Wow, you're just that dispassionate?
Yeah.
Wow,
I don't have anything on it. Just
hatred.
That's saying something.
Continue.
How's it? Robin Hood Men in Tights was my last one.
Oh,
go ahead, Rob.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I'll skip over that one because I know that you have it. For my good, I'll say Star Trek movies.
Yes. So I agree with you 100% because I'm a Star Wars guy, and I hated all of the old Star Trek.
See, I loved them.
These new ones, the reboot from J.J. Abrams, like this new continuity, I love it. It's great.
I've watched some of the Star Trek TV show way back in the day.
The 60s one?
I like
the Patrick Stewart one. See, I've heard that's good, but it's got so many boring moments.
It was a lot of moody staring at the camera on the bridge. Like, it was okay, but it was very heavy drama.
The new ones, I know a lot of Trekkies don't like the new ones because they say they're too much like Star Wars, but I guess that's why I like them. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of running around, there's a lot of explosions, a lot of shit going on.
Star Wars is implausible, but Star Trek kind of toes the line of
Star
plausibility.
Wars is not sci-fi, it's sci fantasy.
Yeah,
it's what do they call it? Space opera or something?
It's a space opera, whereas Star Trek is like if you were to put an image in the dictionary of science fiction, Star Trek would be the image.
Yeah,
because they try to make everything. Yeah, which I give them credit for that, but it makes it boring. You know, because they try and follow all their rules, whereas in Star Wars they have a few rules, but everything else is just whatever helps the plot along.
Yeah. But see, I mean, for me, it's the opposite. I really, really, really liked the original series just because it was so campy. But then the Patrick Stewart one, meh.
I said it was just a lot of moody staring.
The
He was
original
upset about something.
It was so campy, though. That's why I love it.
I remember I watched only a few, and they're on like a planet, and this plane flies like a biplane. Why is there a biplane hundreds of years in the future? And it shoots at them. It cuts. There's this pause, and then the dude dies. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad.
But that's what makes it so good.
Well, back in the day, that was like cutting edge special effects.
No, it's so terrible, though.
All right. Pretty sure you got this one already there, CJC. So I'll go the Nightmare on Elm Street, the Wes Craven one. That was really good.
Was that... Okay, so I think I did see this one. Is that the one where they found out that he burned in the schoolhouse?
Yeah.
Yes, that was a good one. I enjoyed that a lot. That was good.
They did a couple of them, but I'm sticking with just the first one.
That one was good. All the kids were little when it happened.
Yeah.
And, they had blocked the memory because he abused them. But yeah, that was pretty good.
I only saw a few of them. I saw the original with Johnny Depp, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that was the original ones, which were fucking great to begin with. Okay. But
did they bring back the guy that played Freddy or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Good on him.
That's good makeup.
Yeah, still, I mean, he's way older, but it still looks the same. Alright, here's one that is fairly recent in all of our minds, and very recently worked its way back into all of our hearts.
TV show, you said, right?
Yeah, TV show, DuckTales.
Woo! I love it!
Oh my god, it is so good.
Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, you are missing out. It is great.
The jokes are on point. The artwork
is amazing. David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck.
Oh my god, it's
fucking
so
knocked it
good.
out of the park.
So
Love
good.
The new DuckTales.
Because like the art style is kind of reminiscent of the old comics.
I've seen some images of it. We had talked about how Darkwing Duck was going to be an episode, and it was supposed to be like a soft reboot.
Well, they've already acknowledged that. So the city that Darkwing Duck is in, they've acknowledged that it exists.
Yep.
The city that Tailspin happens in, they acknowledged in the first episode.
Nice.
And there's another one, right?
Yeah.
I did
Cloud
too.
surfing was fucking awesome.
I forgot. I was watching.
I think the other one was Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
But because of this, I was watching like old.
They're probably going to reboot all of them.
And
I hope so.
Shared Disney Saturday morning. So, anyways, I was watching old 90s and 80s theme songs because I forgot about a lot of these. I forgot how Jamaican Tailspin sounds.
Yeah,
that theme song. It's great. I love Tailspin. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, wow.
But
you need to do yourself a favor and watch DuckTales. Though.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube.
So good.
They uploaded the whole thing to YouTube.
And it starts out with the first 2 episodes, but they kind of combine them into one.
It's great.
It's amazing.
I've watched it 3 times.
Does he still have a vault of money?
Yeah. And he swims in it.
Awesome.
And they actually kind of more clearly define of how rich he actually is.
He's a trillionaire.
Yeah, he's a multi-trillionaire. It's ridiculous.
And Donald's in it more than the original.
Yeah.
And they got the same voice actor that played Donald. He's the only returning member. But
yeah. Another thing that I like about that, too, is the fact that they give Huey, Dewey, and Louie
individual personalities.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll go on to that later. But one last one that I wanted to do is Evil Dead series. They finally came back with Sam Raimi and the hell is the other dude's name? Bruce Campbell.
Yep.
As Ash.
Oh, the TV series.
Yeah, they have a TV series on Showtime, and oh my god, it's so good.
It's good. So here's where I'm at, because there was a lot of behind the scenes drama on that. Apparently, season 2, the finale, changed a lot.
Oh yeah.
One of the producers or showrunners or whatever had a big falling out with one of the other original creators of Evil Dead because he wanted it to be more comedic and that person wanted it to be more horror. Because like in the original season 2 finale, when they go back in time, Ash was going to bang what's-her-face's mom and become her dad. They changed it.
That would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious, but they changed the ending of it. But they said that season 3 is going to more explore why he's the chosen one.
Oh, good.
So I haven't watched yet. I keep
it's good.
Forgetting. Is it 2 seasons in already?
Yeah.
10 episodes each.
I need to get into that. I've heard it's great. So, is that your list?
Yeah.
Okay. So my first one, like my first worst one, is Godzilla, but 2014. Really good movie.
Yeah, that one is way better. Which is actually the one that they're going to cross over with King Kong,
which is on my list also. Kong Skull Island. Really good reboot. Yeah. Very good. I like that one a lot.
I can't believe I missed that one.
Yeah. But, that... I don't know. I'm out of words for Godzilla. It was so good. They actually did a good one. My next one's Dredd.
Yep. Judge Dredd?
Not Judge Dredd, not the Stallone one, Dredd.
Okay.
The one that came out in 2014.
I think I started to watch it and then I
It's good. You should finish it. It's very good. It's very violent, but it's got violent in this really almost 300-y artsy way where things I can't really explain it. It's like hyper real.
It's like stylized.
Yeah, stylized, hyper real. So I like that one a lot. Keith Urban. What the heck's his name?
Keith Urban and Judge Dredd.
What is it?
I can't remember.
What is his name?
Wow.
Though? Carl Urban.
Rebooting again. Well, I'm gonna get that guy.
He's just
gonna
gonna do country ditties throughout the whole
right.
thing.
And that's how he kills his enemies.
His guitar fires missiles and shit. So,
man.
No, Carl Urban is his name. He does really good as Dredd.
Awesome.
21 Jump Street.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the TV series and they rebooted it. Yeah, I like 21 Jump Street a lot. It was a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
And that's not it for movies. If I can real quick, I have a couple games.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, let's just rapid fire. We got to wrap it up here.
All right, Doom 2016.
Yep.
Got best.
Yeah, really, really good.
Okay.
Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Yep.
I think I guess that resets the timeline there, but I enjoyed that game a lot. Hyper violent.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to throw in for a couple of bad ones. 2016 Sonic the Hedgehog.
Didn't play it. Sonic has gone downhill for like 20 years.
Yeah.
That's my worst as well.
They did a
reboot.
I forget what year they did this, but they rebooted the Frogger game. That was fucking terrible, apparently.
That's not my best. It's for PS1.
It's, yeah.
I fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. I liked that game.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, too.
I liked it. I remember that.
There was another one after that, so I don't know if you're talking about the one that was on PS1 or if you're talking about...
I'm pretty sure it was PS1.
The one on PS1, you had to like collect other colored frogs.
Yeah, like golden frogs and all
it was
kinds of
kind of like
shit.
a Banjo-Tooie type game.
I didn't like it. That and then there was one for the PS2. They kind of tried to reduce Space Invaders, and it was called Space Raiders, where it was more like a dark and gritty 3D.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know.
But
I've never seen Space Raiders, but I know Space Invaders.
Oh, Space Invaders I do, but not Space Raiders. I have no clue.
Well, it was like a dark, gritty 3D reboot of Space Invaders.
Okay.
And it did not do well.
I'll move into mine. Best, Tomb Raider. That was awesome. DMC, I'm kind of with you, like I'm split. DMC Devil May Cry. Like, I kind of liked it, but I kind of didn't. I didn't like the art style so much when they rebooted it. Worst, Prince of Persia 2008.
Oof.
That was awful. I kind of liked it, but I kind of didn't. It was a bad Prince of Persia game, but it was an okay other game. Golden Axe Beast Rider. It was on PS. You guys ever play the original Golden Axe?
Yeah. Nope. Oh, wait. Was like the side-scrolling fighting game?
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, yeah, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you got to play as like either an elf or not an elf, like a I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know about
Beast Rider was fucking terrible.
No,
they tried to go mainstream and they just failed terribly. Okay.
I have a couple that I'm unsure of.
Okay.
I just threw them on there. RoboCop. I don't know if I like or hate that movie. I can't figure it out as I'm watching it.
That was actually on my good list.
Yes,
but
I can't figure out if I like it or not. It's one of those movies where,
Look, I think it's with Superman, it worked in its time, but it's just not there anymore.
Yeah, so the original RoboCop was like a commentary on the time, as well as the movie. And they tried to do it again, but the commentary in the new RoboCop was really in your face, like punching you in the face the whole time. It wasn't subtle like the old one.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Power Rangers. I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
It's not good. It's not good. Don't even.
So the thing is, though, our criteria is it good compared to the old or bad compared to the old? The old is terrible.
Yeah, but in the campy sense.
I liked the first Power Rangers movie where they became like ninjas.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Was it?
Where they fought Ooze.
Yeah,
that was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
It's a bad movie, but nostalgically, it's really fun.
Well, I was like 9 when I first saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was back when there was video stores and a gumball machine where you could rent a free video if you got a free gumball.
And VHSs.
And as a matter of fact, I saw it on VHS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a few. I have a one game that I wish they'd come up with a sequel for.
What's that?
Republic Commando for the original Xbox. I know Rev played it.
Yep.
It's a very good game. Star Wars first-person shooter, but it was really dark and
that's
violent.
the one where with the knife blade.
Yeah, with the knife,
you
have your squad. And for an Xbox One game that came out, I believe, in 2005, I haven't played a game since then with better squad mechanics.
No.
Like, Rev and I were playing Halo 5 the other night. Your squad is basically worthless.
Yeah.
In Republic Commando, your squad was your tool, your weapon. And I don't understand why games nowadays can't do that. That was 2005 on the original Xbox. They were able to pull that off. How come people today can't do that? Squad games, every one I've played since then, I don't know about you guys if you play any of them, they're just, the squads are dumb.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
It's really stupid.
And then I wish Knights of the Old Republic would get a reboot.
Yeah.
Into the new canon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's pretty much he pretty much covered it. Except I will throw in the one that I forgot for the good one. My good movies was actually Batman Begins.
Oh yeah, I had that on my list too, but I saw it on yours, so I crossed it out.
The Dark Knight, I feel like, was the strongest of that trilogy.
But Batman Begins is the full reboot of
right,
it.
I know.
Coming off of Batman and Robin, you needed something strong.
Yeah.
Then that was a hell of a reboot, if you put it like that. But
And then one for my TV shows, I don't know if it would be considered a reboot or a continuation, is actually the when they went from the classic Doctor Who to the newer one.
That's a tough. That was what we talked about, trying to figure out what is a reboot versus what is not.
I guess
because I would consider it a reboot, but then again, the argument can be made that it's just a continuation.
That's like a canon reboot.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like Force Awakens is a soft reboot, a very soft reboot.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas it fits into the storyline, but it restarts like it's for new people to jump into it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Movie. I'll go into actually games that deserve sequels. That's what I made a list of. You're not going to know most of these, so I'll just rapid fire. Legend of Mana, Azure Dreams, Chrono Cross, Legend of Dragoon, Threads of Fate, Miner Dig Deep. You guys ever play that?
Nope.
No, Bully.
Is that like
Bully was
Dig Dug? Miner Dig Deep?
Miner Dig. It was like a cheesy Xbox 360 digital game that retailed for like $4. Mm-mm. You guys ever have like $4 and you're just looking for something to?
No, because at that point I'll just go to the 99-cent rentals.
Oh, that was good. But it's just
Where do you do
like
99-cent rentals anymore?
I think I was movies, but either way, if I had $4 to kill, I'd probably do that instead.
Right, 4 movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess because you're a loser.
Well, duh.
Wow. All right. Getting harsh. Save it for the next episode.
Is that it? Did that wrap us up?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today on our reboots. We will be rebooting after this episode, of course. So stay tuned for new and exciting things. Yeah. Like and subscribe to us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us on YouTube, where all of our podcasts are put. We're also on iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. Next week, Adamic, if you want to tell them one of the things we're going to be doing.
We're going to do a hate-isode. We're going to just hate on celebrities. We're going to pick a few and just basically roast them.
Yeah. Adamic is probably going to take up the entire time talking about James Franco because he really hates James Franco.
I think I'm going to put my dislike for James Franco aside. I might name drop a couple of times. Like, this person is as bad as James Franco, but I don't know if I'm just going to lay in him.
James Franco is the baseline, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go for people that I hate slightly less than James Franco.
Okay. Also, we have some new projects coming down the pike. We're going to start watching some really terrible movies and talking about them. That'll be a separate thing from the podcast. We were going to do it last week, but some stuff came up, so keep your eye out for that. We're calling that the Joe Shit Show.
Joe Shit Show.
And that'll be coming out very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Well, that's it for us here at Microphone Joe's. I'm CJC.
I'm No Rev.
Jason Statham is my spirit animal.
Keep it average.